What is going on, guys? Joey Frenzo here with Flex Training Systems, and today we're still going to talk about the situation that's going on in the world right now because it's like overriding everything that I want to talk about. Plus, I don't know how much you guys care about me like talking about regularly scheduled programming stuff or just training stuff or mentality stuff. Although we are going to talk about mental stuff in regards to the current situation. But like with everything going on, it's just like our attention is like so skewed towards that. I figure, you know what, why not just talk about something that's relevant? Um, and as you guys know by the title of the video, you may not want to hear this. Some of you guys, I honestly think it's a small percentage of you. But yeah. So what's really affecting everyone right now is that all the gyms are closing, right? So the gyms are closing down. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at my inquiries in my email, and I'm just thinking to myself, I really hope that these people that are contacting me for coaching are in a situation where financially they're gonna be okay for the next month or two. Who knows? Could be 3 months. If it goes more than 3 months, I will be absolutely shocked. I think three. I don't even know if the planet could handle this lockdown for 3 months, but I just hope that, if you're paying for coaching, coaching is a luxury, and I would hope that everything else is, like if you're paying for 12 weeks, then I mean, I guess you're gonna be okay. But yeah, I just want to make sure. It's just weird. It's just weird. How am I gonna take on people that aren't sure that they're gonna train? I'm assuming a lot of you guys. I mean, people have contacted me and already said, hey, I have a means of training. I'm gonna be okay. But it's just very weird. So I'm looking at my emails right now, and I'm just like trying to figure out how to address the situation. I think what I'm gonna do is edit my questionnaires to say something along the lines of like, given the current pandemic, is this something that you're absolutely positive that you can take on? Um, you know what I mean? I know not every area is affected the same. Literally, I have people in certain places that are not affected at all. But you know, um, yeah, I don't know. I just hope people are doing what's best for them. Lifting is gonna be here. This thing is gonna pass. Um, but I would imagine that. I mean, people have already thought about this. I don't know. I don't know. I guess It's just kind of strange, honestly. This whole situation is very strange. But I really wanted to talk about, just a couple things, and then if you can't get to a gym, right? Sorry if I'm being vague. I'm just trying to. People are saying if I say the word, the something virus, right? Then I'll get demonetized. So I'm just trying to avoid it. But there are a lot of people on the internet right now that are saying that it's okay if you don't train for a month, everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna kind of talk about that and go a little bit into detail. Really though, if you are a power lifter and you care about your lifting, right? You want to be the best lifter that you can be. You want to be, strong as possible. You want to compete at the highest level. You want to compete at IPF Worlds. If you're already a top lifter, right? If you're already a top lifter, I think you're gonna do what you care obviously a lot about this shit, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to continue training. Whether you commute to a friend's house to keep training, whether you literally clear out a room in your house, I legitimately believe that people that care about it that much, they're already so close to the top. They see this as an opportunity to get the edge on someone. They're going to do what it takes. They're going to make accommodations for the lifting. You know what I mean? That's at least what I believe. Um, and the people that are saying, oh, if you don't train for 30 days to 60 days to however many months, it's okay, it's going to come back. I promise you, no amount of home workout. If you trained years to get yourself to an elite level, and you go from training powerlifting to fucking bodyweight squats for sets of 35 with like no weight, every day or something like that, you're gonna come back. You're gonna probably lose a bunch of weight because you're doing a bunch of cardio. Two, you're gonna come back to powerlifting and you're going to be weak as shit. And that's just the reality of the situation. All these people saying, it's not that bad. You can still maintain. Da da da. If you're a bodybuilder, um, I guess it doesn't really apply to you as much because you only care about a look. If you have good genetics, you're probably gonna look a lot better than a lot of us if you don't train for a month anyway. And you know you could do push-ups, dips. You could fucking deadlift your car. I don't know. You could figure out shit to lift up, and you might be okay. But you could do lunges and stuff like that. You know, some people can build muscle with very little like weight. But if you are a hyper specific powerlifter, you are literally like very, very, very good at a specific skill, and you move away from that skill, literally contradicting the principles of, specificity and all that. You're screwed. It's not gonna happen. You're just not. You're just going to lose strength, and if there's nothing you can do about it, your the setting that you're in is not allowing you to do it financially. You can't do it. There's nobody in your area. If there's literally no means, you've explored every avenue. At the end of the day, you say, I did everything I could, and there's literally no way that I could train. Then you just have to accept that reality and just try to be productive. I would say try not to be depressed, honestly, because as lifters, that is like the one thing that we want to do and is being taken away from us. Um, you know what I mean? So I would do whatever you can by any means to train. I have people literally flying to different locations that are less affected so that they can train until this blows over. As crazy as that sounds, you guys, you want to talk about crazy? You guys remember Sean, right? You guys remember when I used to coach Sean? He's still like this. Sean is one of those people that does not like to lose and will do. He will just like the day that he heard that it was possible that his gym could close down, he freaking cleared out a room in his house and got everything and literally can train from home now. I don't know how he did it. He did it with the quickness too. But he made it happen. But like I've said it many times, this guy's psycho, right? This guy's crazy. Now I'm not saying everybody needs to be crazy. I got other, he's not the only one. A ton of my lifters are doing what it takes. It's actually pretty cool to see a lot of you guys just sort of mobilizing and just like, yo, we got to find a way to train at all costs, right? It's really, I had one lifter. He's not my lifter. It's Tina's lifter. Shout out to Tito. He had a bunch of his homies put their money together and they bought everything. So they're all just gonna train together out of someone's garage. I think that's super cool. You know what I mean? If you really care about it, if it's something that keeps you going, if it's something that gives you happiness, you're gonna do what it takes. Um, I just got out the shower, and I was looking at my phone, and I saw Johnny Candido was in his car, and he went on a rant, um, and he was literally saying everything that I was just saying, but he said it like I'm gonna quote him directly. He said, um, if in the history of your lifting career, let's say we have 60 days off, these next 60 days will be the most important 60 days of your lifting career. Meaning, if you take 2 months completely, let's say you were to just take 2 months off, you didn't train for 60 days. It is going to be so hard and it is going to suck to come back. I literally, guys, I'm very experienced with this shit, but when it comes to something like that, I couldn't even tell you how long it would take to get back to where you were. I don't even have a ballpark idea. 6 months? Fuck, 6 months would be great. You know what I mean? 6 months, 5 months, maybe 4 months. I don't know. That's so much time of your life that you spent. Like if you spent the last 5 years of your life training powerlifting, and then you skip it for 2 months, and especially if you're a female that benches like super frequently, if you have to bench 5 times a week, 4 times a week, some people even very rare, but 6 times a week, because you got like max grip, minimal range of motion, you're not causing a lot of damage per workout, so you need to hit it more frequently. Those people, especially, you honestly, I would not be surprised if there were people that literally got out of powerlifting and just did something else. Like they literally just quit powerlifting and did something else because of this. Because you're going to be so far behind. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation. There's no home workout that's gonna save. That's gonna save you. I mean, okay. First off, if you're on steroids, if you're on drugs, you could probably do nothing for a month and be okay. You're gonna maintain a shit ton of muscle mass. You know what I mean? There's things that you can do to just stay big and strong. But I mean, that's probably none of you guys listening to this in reality. Maybe 1, 2, 10. I have no idea. I really don't know how many untested people listen to my stuff. But I'm just saying, if you don't train for a month, You know, you might be able to do dips, you might be able to do push-ups, like I said, to maintain. If you're a bodybuilder, you can maintain. But as a hyper-specific power lifter, like I'm not going to squat 700 pounds, not squatting for 6 weeks, for 8 weeks. It's not happening. Like I don't even know what I would squat at that point. That is so much time away from a barbell. Like you could you could eat as much protein and do everything that you can to try to maintain, but man, I'm telling you guys right now, it is going. You know, if you care about this shit and you are one of those people that's affected, you just have to explore every avenue. In my opinion, you know, anything but trying your best to get everything, it's unacceptable. You have to, like, you have to do it. You know, you can't feel sorry for yourself. The entire world is going for this. You gotta make it happen. Like I said, a lot of you guys have already done it. If you don't have the means to do it, like just mentally, try everything that you can. And I bet if everybody tries everything that they can, that most people are gonna be able to do it. There's gonna be a couple people that can't. You know, maybe they're super young and whatnot. Um, but yeah, shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Mr. Candido for that rant. I think that helped kind of fire me up. It was you know it's 10 p.m. right now. I was gonna chill out, but I heard him talk about it, and I already had my notes here. I had these notes written. I just didn't get to kind of talk about it, but his quote was really spot on. You know, this is the current topic in the community right now. This is what everybody's trying to kind of the obstacle everybody's trying to overthrow, the thing that people are trying to just overcome so that they can keep training. You know, that training is what's going to really help us get through this. It's going to keep us sane. It's going to keep us from being sad. You know, and at the end of the day, nobody knows when this is going to end. This is crazy, guys. This whole thing is crazy. It's nuts to me. I've never seen anything affect all of us as much. I'm watching the regular fucking news every day. I don't even do that. You know what I mean? Because of how relevant everything is. You know, I know that by watching the news, they're going to literally talk about things that directly affect me in my day-to-day life. So, just hearing the updates, trying to figure out, when, how long we need to be locked down and all that stuff. So, it's just nuts, man. Um, and I'm looking at my notes right now, and like the stuff I'm about to say now is just it's just regular stuff you guys have already heard. Make sure you guys have what you need to get everything done, but just be considerate of others. Uh, you know, there's no reason. I don't understand the toilet paper. If if you guys understand the toilet paper thing, please let me know in the comments below. I don't understand it. Like, how did we correlate getting sick to toilet paper? Not even tissue paper. Like, what is going on right now? Um, but yeah, guys, I like I said, I'm not trying to make this video to just say, "Hey, man, you're fucked." I'm just trying to mentally, if you care about this, I'm saying do everything that you can, so that way, if you can't do anything about it, you look back at the situation and you say, I tried everything that I could. I tried everything that I could. There was truly nothing that I could do. But given the materials that I had, the resources that I had, I couldn't make it happen. And and if I can't train and I know that I gave it all I got, just the same thing with any situation that you care about, then you have to live with that, and it'll be a crazy time in your life, and you'll have a story to tell everyone. And if you train for 20 years and 1 year was like really 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 screwed up, yeah, it's not that big a deal. But you know it is it does affect like this next coming nationals. It does affect like maybe something. I would say for like the next 18 months, this will definitely affect you, and you will definitely not be where you could have been. um, before I wrap this up, I wanna talk about something that John Hack actually said. I posted it in my story, and I was actually very impressed because John's page is literally all memes. But he said, while you're quarantined, your competition is getting better. That is absolutely true. I sent an audio message to Keiko just now, and I told him, hey man, like John is absolutely right. Like I know Keiko's going through it right now. He's dealing with the ear infection, and he's trying to get materials to train. He's making it happen, but it's gonna be a couple of weeks before he gets everything together. And I told him he's doing everything he can, which is great. But something to always keep in mind is just like I told him, I believe his name is Anatoly, which is is one of the 93 kg lifters. He's going to go against at Worlds. He's very, very, very strong. I think he squats like 730, 720 or something like that. He's nuts. Think of the European Ashton Ruska. And I told Keiko, I said, he's still training right now. Shit, Ashton's still training right now. You know what I mean? Um, and I can imagine if a competitor can gain a month of training on you, I mean, obviously that's going to help them out. Another point that Johnny brought up was that the elite lifters that care about this are going to further the gap even more from everybody else. Meaning, if the people that were kind of doing powerlifting and they were on the fence and they don't really care about it that much and they just kind of take the time off, the people that were already, top 10, top 20, whatever, they're just going to spread the gap even further. You know what I mean? And the people that were in that lower bracket that kept training, they're maybe gonna bump up. You know what I mean? They're gonna kind of move up a tier, if that makes sense. So it'll be really interesting, guys. Honestly, this whole entire thing is unlike anything we've ever experienced before. Um, and like I said, going back to the beginning of the video, if you if you guys are inquiring about coaching, just assume I'm gonna ask you, are you sure you should be inquiring about coaching, not knowing what's gonna happen next month, not knowing what's gonna happen the month after that. If you have a bunch of money saved, or you have some sort of online business, and you can still work, or I mean, the grocery stores are hiring like crazy right now, or I don't know. If you guys can still work and you're training at home, sure, yeah, it's no problem. I will gladly help you get an edge on the people that just can't train. If that's, I mean, because that's what's gonna end up happening. I know it's fucked up, but it's like, fuck. I feel bad right now for my lifters that are not. It's not many of them, because I was looking at a list of them that I had a poll in my group, and a lot of the ones that couldn't train are making they're kind of taking the steps that they need to take, or they're working out some sort of agreement with someone to where they can train. And I believe everybody's gonna find a way to train. I just believe that. I don't believe anyone's gonna let their body go to shit in a powerlifting sense, right? Again, the whole context of this video, like if you send this video to someone that doesn't care about powerlifting, they're probably gonna be like, well, powerlifting's not everything. Okay, well, obviously this video is for people that literally really care about it. Um, we got to be kind of a little crazy to do what we do anyway, right? But yeah, this is all temporary, guys. It's temporary. Um, it's going to pass, obviously. I mean, this might happen in the future. Could happen in 5 years, 10 years. Who knows? So it's just, I think it's really going to help people, remind people of what's really important to them. Is powerlifting something they really want to go all out for, or is this just kind of like something you're doing just because it's convenient for you, or it's there, or because it's social? You know what I mean? For the end of this video, um, instead of dropping a hashtag, I want to ask you guys a question. I want to know how many of you guys are absolutely going to be able to train and not going to be able to train during this time. I want to know, you know, just comment down below. Be like, Joey, for sure I can train, or Joey, there's literally nothing I can do. I've done everything that I could. You know, um, I'm very, very, very curious to know. I'm just like, honestly, I want to know how many people this is gonna affect. I'm gonna do a poll also in my um, on my Instagram. I really want to know. I know you can do polls on YouTube also. I just don't know how to do it yet. But yeah, I need to know this information. I want to know who's going to be affected. And then if you can still train, what did you do in order to be able to train? Did you contact someone? Did you build your own home gym? Did you I don't know, what I want to know what you guys did. So, um, yeah, if you guys have any questions on the topic or have anything to add, feel free and drop that down below. Um, hey guys, stay safe. We got to ride this out. I would like to get back to regular videos. I also wanted to know if you guys would be interested in watching me program live, literally program live. I would program either 2 to 4 weeks for myself. Um, just for myself, because if anyone tried to copy how I train, you would be severe, you would probably lose strength because I don't do a lot. But yeah, I would answer questions. It'd be like a live Q&A thing. So I think it would be cool to chill with you guys and do that. So yep. All right, guys, answer that question about whether you can or cannot train down below. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.